Should you keep doing what you love, even if it hasn't paid off? The short answer is yes, because what the fuck else you gonna do? I'm not gonna lie, this is a question I've asked myself quite a bit.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV, Ringo TV Reactions, Ringo TV Raw. Today we have a topic that we need to talk about. Welcome to everybody coming in on the show. This one here is something I believe everybody can benefit from because it has to do with feeling like a failure. And I think that a lot of times people go through this type of stuff and for whatever reason, it's not talked about enough, and we kind of just sit back and go through a lot of issues and we don't know the way out. So I'm going to react to this particular video by a woman on YouTube. I believe she go by the username Gap Tooth Queen. Her link to her channel is in the description area. This particular video is not only to encourage her to continue to do what she's doing, but also everybody out there that are on this same path. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Having some technical difficulties. Trying to figure everything out right now. Make sure everything is going good. Because at first the video wasn't showing on my screen. And the audio was acting all right, so everybody can hear me. Okay, so again, we're talking about a video that is titled Feeling Like a Failure. This is a reactionary video where we're going to talk about this issue here because a lot of times, again, you may be going through this and, you know, you're troubled because you don't know where to turn. Some of you ladies might be in your 30s. Some of you brothers are in your 30s, pushing 40, and it seems like whatever reason you haven't really reached your goals yet. And it feels as if though you failed. You're trying to figure it out. And it's frustrating. I believe after this live show here, you're going to be encouraged. Every last one of you. I can guarantee you. Because what's going to take place here is called an impartation. When someone speaks life into your life, it's going to benefit you greatly. This is something that you really don't get in these YouTube streets. A lot of times we get a lot of entertainment, a lot of laughter, and that's cool because laughter works like medicine. But what I'm going to do today is essentially impart in your spirit. Once I'm done, you're going to be empowered. I can guarantee you, every last one of you are going to go out there in that world and you're going to conquer and you're going to do exactly what you were designed to do. Trust and believe. This video is divinely inspired. And I know that you're going to benefit from it. So that being said, make sure the likes are going up on the video because we need more people to get involved so that they can witness this impartation, so that they can be blessed. Because what I have to share with you is going to bless you. If you follow what I'm saying to do, I guarantee you, you are going to be blessed and empowered, right? Okay, this is how it all starts. Well, how did I find this video? Okay, I'm glad you asked that question. How did I find this video? Okay, the other day I had reopened my Ringo TV Raw channel and I uploaded a video over there and I kind of just left my username. You know, like if you're a content creator and you have several YouTube accounts, you can switch accounts from within YouTube without putting in your password and all of that other stuff. So I kind of left the Ringo TV Raw channel open. And when I got up this morning, you know, like how you have feature videos that are on your front page. Well, this particular video was on my page. So I was like, okay, maybe YouTube is recommending this video to me. So I kind of took a listen to the video and kind of listen to what the sister had to say regarding feeling like a failure. Now, the reason why these type of topics resonate with me, because there was a time when I felt like I was a failure. And I'm pretty sure there's times when you felt like you was a failure. When it felt like you did everything. You did all the right things. You did what you were told to do. You either went to school, got a degree, and then nothing worked. You graduated high school, you went and got a job, and it seemed like nothing worked. And it's like, man, I'm doing everything I got to do, but I'm not winning. Everybody else out there is winning. Everybody else is buying houses. I see everybody else driving, dressing nice, looking nice, but what about me? I'm doing what I got to do. Why it seems like I'm not going nowhere? Well, when I listen to her video, I know exactly what that's like. Based on what I've listened to thus far, she's into music. I believe she sings. I believe she's been on YouTube for about 6 years, and she was concerned about, quitting and a lot of other stuff that content creators typically go through. So if you're a content creator and you're viewing this particular show here, maybe this will inspire you as well, because we all go through this. We need inspiration to keep moving forward. And I believe that this video will not only help that sister, but it will also help you brothers and sisters in the clouds and in the chat, wherever you are in life, in terms of what you're doing. Now, we're going to take a listen to this, hear what she got to say, and then I'm going to break down a lot of things that I believe can help you. Because in this day and time, we all must understand that we have to stay focused on what we do best. We have to stay committed to that which we know and love. You're never going to be happy in life if you're not doing the thing that you love to do. You understand? You're not going to feel any sense of happiness. I need for you to know that, right? Shout out to everybody that's coming in on the show. You know what I'm saying? We got Confessions and Therapy in the building. LCN, V-Dub Man, Tom, 88 Soul, KC, G Wick. See who else we got. Rob, I think I said that. Miss Holmes, Jesse, Sovereign Empress, Shoshao, Wando, Rebel, For Almighty, Jacob Jennings, Phil. What's going on, y'all? All right. Let's see what we got. We got Chef in the building. What's going on, bro? All right. Let's see who else we got. Platinum. I see you. Sherelle in the building. How you doing? All right. Lee, what's going on? Lee Reacts. What's going on? Richard. Energy. What's this? Oregon Energy. What's going on? If I forgot anybody names, man, you know what I'm saying? My apology, because I'm trying to see. I hope I got everybody's names. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and get those likes up so that it can match the program and the video, so it can move out there and get more people. So we're going to take a listen to this and see exactly what this sister has to say in regards to why she feels like a failure. It's very important that people take heed to this video, because I have some things I got to talk about and share with you. So let's get into this thing here. I'm going to rewind it back.
Should you keep doing what you love, even if it hasn't paid off? The short answer is yes, because what the fuck else you gonna do? I'm not gonna lie, this is a question I've asked myself quite a bit. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, and I've been doing music for quite some years too. So I'm not gonna lie, I do have times where I'm like, what is the point? Why am I going to continue to do this if I haven't really seen much from it? Then I simply ask myself another question, and that question is, what the fuck else you gonna do? I've entertained the thought of going back to college, getting my degree, getting a good paying job with good benefits. But the thought of it honestly makes me sad. It's not even because it's anything wrong with having a good job with good benefits. I wish that I wanted that, but I just don't want that. I just don't see that for myself. Because I'm kind of a rebellious person. I'm kind of a rebellious little creature. But I'm not going to lie. I do have times where I'm like, damn, I'm a failure because I'm 28 and I don't have kids. I'm 28 and I don't have a husband. I'm 28. I don't.
That's typical of a lot of times women would feel that way, that they're moving up there in their age. We hear this a lot of with women, that they're moving up in their age, 28, 29, 30. And they're not married, they don't have this, they don't have kids, they start getting worried. Remember, all of these things I talk about in my videos. At the same time, it's different from how women feel. Like a lot of times when you brothers reach a certain age and you don't have a certain level of success, you start to question yourself. Then you hear everybody talking about, you got to be a man, you got to be masculine, you got to be an alpha male, all this type of stuff. And when things ain't really going great in your life, a lot of times you question yourself and you kind of, you're ashamed almost because you know what you're going through, but everybody else around you, they don't know, and you don't got nobody to talk to. So for women, it's totally different. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, she's pushing 30, got no kids. She's not where she want to be. She's not married. They start to panic. You understand? They start to go through a lot of inner searching. And then if they haven't reached a certain career that they always wanted, they really start to have a lot of problems. And then you got to, factor in childhood trauma, being raised in the ghetto, the fear of being poor your whole life. We're all on that path of trying to become successful. And a lot of times we think that if we could just get this money or get this, that everything is going to work out and we're going to be happy. You can have all the money in the world and still not be happy, fam. You can have all the money in the world and still not be happy. Life is about purpose. And if you're not doing that which you were born to do, you will never be happy. You understand? Let's go back into the video. Let's go.
I'm 28 and I'm still not making a good living doing what I love. Oh. But let's be real, does having all those things automatically mean you have a good life? No, not necessarily.
Right. Having all of those things does not mean you're going to have a great life. A lot of people are successful, have a lot of money, have all the possessions. That doesn't mean that they're successful and happy. You might have money, but that doesn't mean you're rich in other areas. Let me explain this briefly. Being rich in terms of having money does not equal success in all areas of life. You can have a lot of money and at the same time have a horrible relationship with a woman as a man. You can be a woman that got a lot of money, very successful in money, right? But all of your friends, they're no good. They're not good people. So you're not really successful in all areas. You can have a lot of money in the bank and suffering with sickness and health. You can have cancer, but you're a multimillionaire, but you have cancer, you're suffering. You could be blind and have millions of dollars. So being rich in money does not mean you're not poor in other areas. Right? Let's go.
Also, who told us that we have to monetize off the things we love in order to keep doing them? Like I said,
Now, she said, who told us that we have to monetize the things that we love in order to do them? Now, that part right there is both true and false at the same time. I want to break it down because there was a time when I was doing YouTube, all the time, and I was not monetized. Like I did it because I just love to do what I do, right? I still love doing what I do. This is what I do. This is my passion. This is what I do, fam. So it wasn't until Sherelle, and she's in the chat, she's the one who told me you need to monetize what you do. You understand me? Because I was doing it, but I wasn't monetizing it. I didn't think about that because I was just doing it because I just loved what I've done. So when she's talking Which in context, what she's trying to say is just because you're not gaining any financial success from what you do doesn't mean you stop do it. In other words, you should still be motivated. This is why I always tell brothers and sisters that a lot of content creators, right? If you were to stop paying them, if you would stop donating, would they still produce videos? You see, would they? In most cases, they won't. See, if you're motivated by the money, right, then you're not going to be authentic in your delivery in terms of content. You're just going to give people what you want to give them for the sake of making money. What the sister's basically saying is, you know, even if I'm not getting paid as of now, I shouldn't just quit doing what I love. And that goes for all of you. You might have different skills, different talents that you've been working on for years, and you haven't seen nothing. No money came in, nothing popped off. You're struggling. You're deciding, you know what, let me just go work a 9 to 5 and just forget about these passions. Everybody's telling me I'm wasting my time. I'm here to tell you, never give up. Never give up on anything that you do best, because that is the thing that keep you going. Do you understand me? The thing that you do best, fam, is what keeps you alive. It's that thing that you do best. And I'm going to break down more, but I want her to finish what she has to say. Let's go.
I've been doing YouTube for quite some time. And there's times where I question myself and I'm like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Why is my channel not growing as much as other people's? And there are times where I'm like, you know what? What's the point of even doing this? I'm going to just quit. But then I'm like, okay, if I quit, what the hell else am I going to do with my time?
See? At one point, she looked at it like, look, I'm wasting my time. I'm doing all of this other stuff. It's like, if I quit now, it's like I'm just throwing away everything, you know? You have to understand, fam, the way the Most High work, right? He need to know that you're faithful in what you're doing. And a lot of times we tend to look at other people's success. Let's say, for example, let's look into Kevin Samuels, right? A content creator who been on YouTube and pretty much used talking points of various brothers and made a way for himself and became successful in these YouTube streets, right? A lot of content creators are looking at him and they're saying, wow, I've been on YouTube all this time. I put in all of this work, you know, gave my life into this, and yet I haven't even reached nowhere. It's not fair. And it's true, it's not fair. But you're not Kevin Samuels and you don't know who he's following. If you're following the Most High Yah, right? He has a purpose, he has a plan, and he has a timing by which you will be successful, right? So the best thing I can tell you is not to focus on what other people are doing in terms of their success. Focus on your own success. Learn to understand that life is about what you love to do. And you can't get caught in the pitfalls that life give us. Now, what are some of the pitfalls? Okay, let me break down one. When it comes to this life, we've all been taught, go to school, get an education, get a job. That's what we all been taught, right? Now, when it comes to having a job, you need to have a job to get the finances needed to finance the thing that you actually love to do. That's very important. At the same time, a job can actually hold you back from reaching your goals. Do you understand me? Now, let me break this down. A job can give you the resources necessary to pay your bills and buy the necessary tools to do what you love to do. The problem is we get so accustomed to the security of having a job to the point that we never sacrifice the time needed to say, you know what? Now is the time for me to leave this job and move forward into that which I love to do. Why? Because it's scary. We don't want to take the risk. We don't want to jump ship. We want to stay where we are because it's comfortable. I mean, think about this. It's comfortable to have a 9 to 5 and you know you got benefits. You know your paycheck is coming in every week or bi-weekly. You know you're getting a check, right? So you don't want to give that up because it's like, why? But at the same time, you're not happy when you go to work. You go there in and out every single day and you're not happy. You don't even want to be there. You would rather be home doing what you love, but you're telling yourself, if I did that, would I be able to earn something? Am I able to monetize to replace the job that I have? Well, this is where wisdom comes in, fam. See, the way this thing have to be is like this. You gotta take the resources you have from your job, right? You take that and you put it into that which you do best. Once you start to monetize and you begin to profit off of the thing that you actually love, now there comes a time where you will be faced with the crossroads. That is the time when you have to choose whether to keep the job or go chase your passions. You have to sacrifice. It's the only way you're going to truly be happy. Now, let me break this thing down. Before you actually take that jump, before you take that leap, you have to be able to actually make what you normally was making at your job. What am I saying? The thing that you actually do best, you have to monetize that. Not only that, but several other things by creating different streams of income that can actually replace what you were making at your 9 to 5. And it has to be to the point where you no longer need your job. In other words, you can still keep your job and do what you love to do and benefit from both. But at the end of the day, you're going to be tired all the time. You're not going to have the energy. And the thing about doing what you love, you need all of the hours in a day to actually do what you love. So you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to make that choice of, look, I like doing what I'm doing at my job. I appreciate it. I'm making money from it, but I need to focus on what I do best. Now is the time. And now let me break this down, fam. Before you take that leap of leaving your job, let me brief you, right? Don't do that until you know in your knower that it is time to go. Understand what I'm telling you. There's going to come a time when you're going to have the choice to jump ship. You will know when it's time to leave your job. Normally when this happens, and I'm going to break down all the signs for you. Sign number 1, when you go to work and you walk around and you're telling yourself, I don't need to be here. I mean, you're literally walking around your job. Everybody else is working. Everybody else is on the roller coaster ride doing what they do, programmed to just do the same thing day in and day out. But you yourself know, I don't supposed to be here. I don't need to be here. I don't want to be here. But you're still doing your job faithfully, right? Now, let me tell you what being a faithful worker is on the job, what that does for you. When you have a good work ethic on the job, it actually propels you into doing that which you do best in terms of being self-employed, running your own business, being an entrepreneur. It's all about work ethic. So if you're one of those workers that do a good job on your 9 to 5, you got to do the same thing when it comes to doing that which you love. See, the Most High want to bless you. He want to open up that door for you today. But can you be faithful? Can he trust that you're going to apply the same principles that you use on your job, all of the training that you got on your job, how to be on time for your job? You be there at a certain time, you clock in, you clock out. You know the importance of doing your job at your workplace. You follow standard procedures, you follow all the work ethics, you do everything that you got to do based on standard procedures. So when it comes to you leaving that job, you got to begin to apply the same work ethic in that which you love. And you got to be consistent. You can all do it. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're made up of. Every last one of you should have something that you do. I've been teaching on this before the pandemic, and a lot of people fell into hard times. I've been telling people over and over, you need to create multiple streams of income. Don't depend on a 9-to-5. Don't you ever depend on a 9-to-5. Don't do it. Because when they got you boxed in and they give you ultimatums in terms of, if you don't do this, you're going to lose your job. Y'all all know what I'm talking about during the pandemic. Y'all all know about the mandates. Y'all all know about how people were forced into doing that which they didn't want to do. Do you understand me? See, a lot of people within these YouTube streets, they do YouTube full time. This is what they do. This is their bread and butter. And the thing is, a lot of you that are in the clouds, you can do it too. But not only YouTube, you can do other things. Some of you can open restaurants. Some of you can open businesses, car dealerships, all different sorts of different activities you can participate in. But it's all about you taking what you do serious. And a lot of people don't take what they do serious. You got to, let me tell you something, fam. I'm going to tell you something, man. When you are doing what you love and you can get up in the morning and you don't have to report to work, you don't have to set your alarm clock, you don't have to do none of that stuff, you don't got to worry about being called to the office, that's freedom. Do you understand me? Yeah. All you got to do to understand what I was talking about is look at Fitness Information's comment. You understand? That's exactly what went down with a lot of people. And they had to do what they were told in order to keep their job. And that's unfortunate because you shouldn't have to do something against your will. You should never be coerced to do something against your will, fam. So I'm going to let her continue to explain what she was talking about, and then we're going to break down more information for your edification. Let's go.
What else am I going to do with my existence? Not even just what else am I going to do, but what else am I going to do that's going to bring me as much joy as doing this? So I feel like it's not always about money. It's not always about what am I going to get out of this. It's simply, are you doing what you love? Are you doing what brings you joy? Don't get me wrong. Money is important. You do need money in order to survive in this fucked up world. But life is not all about money. It's about experiences, it's about peace, and it's about joy. And it's about growth. It's not just about how much money can I get in my bank account.
That's very important. It's not about how much money you can get in your bank account. It's not all about money. At the same time, we all need money. We all do. We all need to earn a living. A lot of times, one of our greatest problems as a people is we believe we have to have this big house. We have to have a Mercedes-Benz, designer clothes. The ladies want the latest Birkin bags. They want all the jewelry. We want all of these material things, not realizing that you need to start where you are. If you live in an apartment, work with what you have. Well, no matter where you live, it doesn't matter. Any one of you at the sound of my voice can become extremely successful right where you are. It don't take all this extra money to get there. All you need is the tools necessary to do your job. That's all you need. You need the tools to do your job, and you need the drive to keep going. You have to be consistent. We don't want to minimize the importance of having money because we need it. At the same time, it's about what you love. Doing what you love is so important. Every one of you have something that you do that you love, whether you know about it or don't. It's there. You just haven't figured it out. But you got something, and you need to make sure that you monetize that, and don't let anyone try to shame you for monetizing that. A lot of times people look at content creators on YouTube, right? And they'll say, well, that's not a real job, right? That's not a real job. You know, you just make videos. That's not a real job. Let me tell you something, fam. When you look at my live shows, when you see my entire studio production, do you know what it takes just to turn on everything that's in operation in my studio? See, right now I'm doing an off-camera live show. But when I go live and you see the production of my show, do you know how long it takes to set up the stage, how to set up the show to give you a great presentation? Do you know what it goes, how much goes into the production, the things that I got to do, the information I got to research, the way things are built, how to organize things, how to set stuff? Do you understand? I have cameras that actually are automated in my studio. Do you understand? It takes work. I have to program this equipment to do what it do. You understand? All by myself. And then when I go live, you got to be concerned about what if I make a mistake, or what if I do this, or what if I have some technical difficulties? How do I know what to do? There's a lot of work that goes into it. So whatever it is that you do, you have to take it serious, and you have to go to a level of professionalism in what you do. It's very important. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. You know, you have a lot of people that are into making soaps, which is something that can be very profitable, right? Learning how to make soaps. Do you know that it's not just about making the soap, but it's also about giving your customers an experience? What do I mean? Well, when you make soaps, right, you can make them in different flavors, have different scents, but it's really about the packaging of the box that the soap come in. If you focus on the decorative side of the box in terms of the experience. For example, when you buy designer clothes, right? Normally they present it in a way where it's in a box, it's wrapped in a certain way, it has a little card in there. It gives you an experience, and it makes you feel proud when you buy items that are expensive, and it's just the experience of it. Well, if you're selling soaps, you don't just put it in a little cheap cardboard box, but you put it in something that has some sense of value. Because what it says about you, it says that you're all about making sure that your customers are actually satisfied with what you're doing. Same thing with a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Having a restaurant is very important. How you keep the place in terms of the cleanliness of the place, the furniture in the place, the decor is, the lighting. All of this stuff plays a part. And then finally, the food. But see, here's the thing. The food can be exceptionally great, but if the presentation of your establishment is poor, it will cause customers to turn the other way. Do you understand? So whatever it is that you do, you got to become a professional about what it is. Always improve what you do. There is never a time when you finally got it. Always improve and go to the next level. This is a business. So when people say, oh, YouTube, oh, you just make videos, that ain't a real job. YouTube is a job. YouTube is a business. Think about this, fam. Content creators have to come on every single day, and they have to have something to talk about. That's not easy, fam. It's not. A lot of people struggle with it. And a lot of people have channels, and their channels are not growing, and they're getting frustrated. The sister on the screen been on YouTube for 6 years. She don't really get no views at all. You know what I mean? Like literally at all. So if you want to show her some love, you know what I mean? You can hit up her video, give her a shout, whatever the case is. Say Ringo was sent you over here, whatever the case is. That way she could be encouraged. Because see, this is something I've been talking about in these YouTube streets. A lot of content creators have large platforms, right? And they can help other brothers grow. They could do that. All they got to do is when they go live, do whatever they do, give the brothers a shout. Tell their subscribers, yo, go subscribe to such and such and such. Don't just say that because they gave you a super chat, but say that because you mean it. You understand? Because a lot of times in these YouTube streets, right, content creators always want to tell you or give you a shout out and say, go subscribe to so-and-so channel only after you gave them a super chat. But they never do that on their own. Why? Because they're motivated by money. You see, there is no reason why in the black sector of YouTube, that content creators have not been elevated at the same time. There is no reason why certain content creators have 1 million subscribers while all the other content creators that have been around longer only have about 10 subscribers. That don't make no sense, fam. That's all selfishness. And a lot of people are very selfish with their platforms because they want everything for themselves. You understand? Just the other day, like I said, you know what I mean? You had a brother on YouTube. He made a video talking about job situations. I forgot exactly. I think it was something about the American dream or something like that, right? Look at that brother's channel now, bro. That brother channel is blowing up. You understand? His channel is blowing up right after I did my reaction video, fam. Right after I did my reaction video and I shouted the brother's channel out, I told people to go over there and support. Look at the brother's channel, bro. His channel is blowing up. He's getting views. He's doing what he got to do. He can now be monetized. That's a blessing. Do you understand me? And he most likely got out of the job market or whatever the case is due to the pointy thing. But now the brother can go monetize. He can go monetize his platform. He can continue to make videos and he can earn a living doing content. So YouTube is a business. YouTube is a job and a lot goes into it. But it's very important that we learn how to help other people. It's very important. You understand? This is why I roll solo. This is why I roll solo. It's nothing personal. It's all about business, fam. At the end of the day, your platform is your platform. Everybody else that's on the outside has to carry themselves a certain way. You cannot associate yourself with people that are in drama. That does not help your platform. You understand? Message to all content creators. Beefing all day is bad for business. Going in on people all day, bad for business. All you're going to get is a shadow ban channel. That's all you're going to get. Another bit of advice to content creators. A lot of the people that you think are your fans are not your supporters. They're just people that love to be entertained by drama. You cannot monetize drama. Drama will cause your channel to be demonetized and or terminated. So you got to make a choice because YouTube is a business and they're not playing games. So as a content creator, presentation is everything. So at the same time, could you blame Kevin Samuels for not interacting with a lot of these cats in these YouTube streets? Think about that. Think about it from a business aspect. We know Kevin Samuels is selfish. We know Kevin Samuels is stealing everybody's talking points and materials. We get it. At the same time, when it comes to business, do you think it's good business to have content creators on his platform going in on black women, talking a lot of stuff, fighting and arguing and beefing with one another? Do you really think that's good for business on his platform? No, that's not good for business. That's going to hurt his business. That's like you have a restaurant and people come in there every day and they fighting in your restaurant. People are not going to want to eat at your restaurant. People are not going to want to dine at your restaurant. People won't want to have birthday parties at your restaurant. So when it comes to these YouTube streets, a lot of the drama, the beefs, all of that nonsense, you brothers got to chill and stop with all of that mess. And you got to really sit down, reevaluate your entire mission statement and say, look, as of today, I'm not beefing with nobody, fam. I don't got no time for this mess. Ain't no money in beefing all day. All of that stuff is gone. That's why I don't associate and mix mingle. I stay to myself because it's the best way to be. Because when you stay around beef, you get caught in the crossfire. You understand? Now, I don't know who that's for, but if the cap fit, let them wear it. Because a lot of us in this space forgot about helping the brothers. That is what the so-called black sector was really all about. making content, producing videos that people would want to sit and interact with. That's what it was all about. So people can learn, so people can deal with the truth and grow. But we forgot about helping one another. And because of that, a lot of brothers, they became successful and they just forgot about everybody because they're selfish. But you know what? There's a time in which there's going to be a turning of those tables. And the people that will last will be first. And the people that was first will become last. Let's get back into this. Let's go.
How many possessions can I buy so I can feel important? It's about your fucking legacy. What did you leave behind? What did you leave behind that could help somebody else in their growth and development? If it's nothing and you just left a fucking bag of money, that really doesn't matter. It only matters to maybe the people in your family who are going to fucking benefit from it.
See, that's another issue. A lot of us are focusing on how much money we can make, but you're not really helping nobody. Your videos don't help nobody. Your content don't help nobody because you're focused on yourself. And that's one of the main issues with why a lot of content creators are not able to grow and really establish a brand, because they don't really help nobody. There's a YouTuber on YouTube that is a mega successful content creator. I don't know his name. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know who he is. I've been watching his videos since the dude was a teenage kid on YouTube, man. But the dude is a mega success on YouTube. He do videos about tech. He's a tech guy. It's a brother, a black guy. He does tech videos. You all know who he is. You can say he's a nerd or whatever the case is, but the brother is brilliant, very smart, intelligent. He had opportunities to sit with the head of Apple. He been able to sit down with a lot of different people. I'm talking about mega industry people. You know what I mean? Very successful brother. He been doing what he's been doing when nobody cared about tech. Nobody cared about anything. And for whatever reason, he stuck with it and he grew because his videos helped people. You have to understand that's his name. I believe Marquise. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah. Shout out to that brother right there. You know what I'm saying? Very successful. I mean, the brother is very successful. Very successful, man. So if you want to know what real YouTube success is, that's your blueprint right there, fam. You know what I mean? He been doing videos since he was a kid on YouTube, just doing tech stuff, right? But then his videos, the blueprint is basically like this. You got to make content that actually help, content that is a service to people, content that solves problems. So when he does tech, he'll do it unbiased. He's not giving you what you want to hear. He's just giving you what it is. So if he's reviewing, let's say, an Apple Mac Studio, he'll give you the specs, what it does, who it's for, and it really takes off and it really helps people. So if you are not a content creator that actually do content that can keep people coming back to listen to your videos again so that they can learn more, if you're not helping to solve problems, then you're not going to be successful in these YouTube streets. You're not. You understand? You're not going to be successful in these YouTube streets because you're focused on stuff that really is not helpful to anyone. So if you're a content creator, you have to begin to focus on content that helps and improves people's lives. Content that heals the soul. Content that people will keep coming back to listen to the same video because every time they listen to your video, it helps them again and again and again. Do you understand me? Let's go.
Just saying, nobody paid attention to your fucking YouTube videos while you're alive, and God forbid something happened to you. And then after you die, your videos blow up, and a lot of people are being inspired by them and getting something from it. That's really all that fucking matters. I'm sorry you weren't here to smell the roses, but it's not about you. It's about how you used your existence to help somebody else. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a tough pill to swallow. Accepting the fact that, damn, everything that I put out into the universe, it may not be appreciated until after I leave. But guess what? As long as it's appreciated and as long as somebody takes from it, that's all that matters. That means I left my impact.
See, that's very important what she just said there. And that's good to have those thoughts. Your legacy, what did you leave in these YouTube streets? What did you actually give the people? But see, you don't have to die before the people actually appreciate you. The people can appreciate you now. You know what I mean? The people can appreciate you now and you can become successful. See, here's the thing, fam. And I think this is one of the main traits that I have is that I've always been humbled in these YouTube streets. I've always been humble. This is why I respect content creators like Marquise, because his small beginnings on YouTube, you know, like I'm saying, he was just a kid. Like who's listening to a kid? But you'd be surprised. Grown adults was listening to this guy. And now he got sponsorships. He got this, he got that. Over 15 million subscribers. Y'all looking at Kevin Samuels as successful, bro. This brother here is truly successful. You understand what I'm saying? Truly successful. And you can be too. That's the whole thing. So what am I saying? You need to be, number one, subscribed to people that are very successful, people that have the very nature of the image that you're looking for in terms of understanding the blueprint of these YouTube streets, learning from different people, gathering information, seeing how they do their production so that you can enhance what you do. You're not copying them. You're not trying to mimic them, but you're learning from the best. That's how it goes, fam. Because your experience here in these YouTube streets is not in vain. You're here for a reason. For most of us, this is a whole nother world besides the real world that we live in terms of going to a 9-to-5, having a family, and so forth. These YouTube streets is another planet. Planet YouTube. And in this world, we got to know how to live. And unfortunately, a lot of people are unable to find their way. So my hope is that you will be encouraged to understand that although you have passions and dreams and goals, you can get to where you need to be by being persistent, by being active, by always trying to improve. Do you understand? You have to always try to improve. Don't settle for doing the same thing every day. You must improve who you are. You must improve your self-awareness, your image, your health, your environment. If you're doing YouTube, and I teach this all the time, right? The production value of your video is very important. Not only is it important for the audience that are viewing you, but it's important for yourself. Because when you take what you do serious and you're on a whole new level of professionalism, it reaches other people. It reaches other people that are in different spaces that you would be surprised that they're actually looking at your videos. They're actually looking at your videos. I could only imagine who watched my videos in the background in the clouds. I could only imagine who really watched my videos. You never know. But that's the whole point. You never know who's watching your videos. So you want to make sure that your videos are very professional, right? You want to make sure that the audio quality of your videos is very professional, right? The way you present yourself on camera, take it serious, fam. We know that you live in a house or an apartment, whatever the case is, be professional. Don't just shoot video and your living room is in the background and we can see your whole house. Be professional. Get a certain room, find a corner, decorate it, put up some wallpaper, paint it a certain way, draw a mural, put some lighting, do something to make it look professional. Get a professional microphone. If you don't have that, rock out with your cell phone. As long as it's a high quality cell phone, it got good visual quality, and the mic can pick up good, work with that until you're able to afford the necessary tools to do better. But always improve your workspace. Similar to when you're on your job, you got a desk, you got a chair, you got to be comfortable when you're at work. You want to make sure the floor is swept. You don't want crap all over your desk. This is what helps you get through the work week. So if you're working from home, if you're doing content on YouTube, be a professional. Invest in a professional camera. Invest in a professional chair. Invest in these items. If you don't have the money, if you just don't have the means to do it, because listen, fam, I didn't start off with everything. When I started YouTube, it was 2006. Those were the good old days of YouTube. I'm talking about those were the good old days, fam. All right? I didn't have nothing. I had an old iMac. I knew how to edit. I knew how to do videos. And I always had a passion for that. And I had fun doing it. And I was put on to YouTube by a sister named Keena Butter. So as you can see, a lot of times the brothers always talking about these women ain't this, these women ain't that. It's women who actually helped me in my process here on YouTube, fam. A woman named Keena Butter. She know who she is. You know what I'm saying? I met her through a Christian forum, right? Her and a bunch of other people. And I invited them all over to my house, fam. I invited everybody. Literally, we were all on these forums. That's how it was back in the day. You go to forums and you post comments and y'all just argue and y'all do that. That's how we all rocked out. You know what I'm saying? And, she was like, yo, there's this site called YouTube. And it was around 2005. She was like, yeah, this site called YouTube. You should go up there because you love to talk. You love to speak. This is what you love to do. You should go rock out. See what it's like. So I went over there in 2006 and I registered my account on the Ringo TV Raw channel, which I'm going to open up soon. So look out for that. Right now, it's still locked up, but I'm revamping that whole channel because that channel was my beginning stomping grounds, was over there. And then from when I did that, my channel took off. My channel literally took off, fam, and I was getting hundreds of thousands of views talking about these preachers in these churches. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And sometimes people look at me and they tell me, oh, you're jealous of all these other guys on YouTube because they get more views than you. No, actually, I got more views than them. Even Kevin Samuels, with all of his success, with all the success Kevin Samuels have right now, he still haven't passed me when it comes to viewership on YouTube. Yeah. Still haven't. I have a channel on YouTube, right? Just in case people looking at me and they think that, oh, I'm just joking around. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just lying and capping. Okay. If you're a moderator, if you have the channel called Ringo, what is that thing? Ringo Classic Videos. Put that link in the chat. I think I have one video that's sitting on that channel. I keep that video there as a receipt just for people just to kind of just tune in. That one video is 500 and something thousand views. All right. That's just an idea of the numbers that I was getting. So when people tell me that, oh, you're jealous, you're this, you're that, I've been did this. The problem is back then, a lot of us content creators were being attacked left and right. So our channels were unable to grow because we were being attacked, because there was a lot of jealousy. And we had a lot of people that did not want to see us be successful. That's another thing that you will face in these YouTube streets. People don't want you to be successful. They really don't, because they're miserable in their own life. And it's sad because every last one of you can be successful. There should be no reason why you would hate on another man's success, fam. There's no reason. See? When I talk about people like Kevin Samuels, people think, oh, I'm hating on his success. No, this has nothing to do with that. This have to do with a man who is spewing a lot of information that is misleading people. And as a content creator, as a watchman in these YouTube streets, my job is to hold people accountable. That's my job. I've been doing that for years. I've been doing that with all the religious preachers, all the Creflo Dollars, TD Snakes, Benny Hinn's, Peter Popoffs, all of these different charlatans. I've exposed all of them over the years. You understand? So gaining views is nothing to me. You see what I mean? If I was to open up all my channels and bring out all these receipts, people would be mad because this is not new to me. My point is, that was that time. I've did that. I'm no longer exposing preachers. I'm doing something totally different. At the same time, don't misconstrue what I'm saying as if though I'm just here hating on somebody or with some jealousy nonsense. Has nothing to do with that. The real OGs in these spaces were under attack, heavy. That's why we laid down the foundation. And a lot of people today are benefiting from all the work that we actually laid down. So it was a woman who brought me in on YouTube. And then it was another woman who showed me that I need to monetize because I was doing everything I was doing for free. Sherelle seen that. I was just making videos, giving out great advice. And she probably was looking back and sitting back watching like, man, bro, you got to monetize this thing, man. Like, you're giving all of this advice. You got to do something with this. So to all of you content creators that are up and coming in the game, right? Don't think because your channel is small that you're a nobody. You're somebody. You just have to figure it out. You just got to rock out. I always say consistency is the key to the breakthrough. I believe that is something that actually I got from Creflo Dollar. That's why I have to make sure that I give out proper credit. Even though Creflo Dollar is in fact a false teacher, a false prophet, at the end of the day, it's really true what he said, that the key to the being consistent in what you do is the key to breakthrough. So if you're a content creator and you're doing what you do on YouTube, you have to be consistent every day, every single day. You got to come in these YouTube streets and you got to rock out. You got to rock out. You got to do what you got to do. It doesn't matter if nobody's listening to you. Rock out. Put your content out there. Post those videos every day. Every day. Keep at it every day. Don't stop. Every day. When you're tired, get up and make another video. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't you dare stop. Don't stop, make no videos. Don't take no day off. You get up, you put on your camera, you put on your whatever you got to do. You come on and you make some content. This is your job. This is what you love to do. This is what you do. You don't stop. You never stop. You be consistent every single day. Put out like 2-3 videos every day. Rock out. Put those videos out. I guarantee you, you keep doing that, guess what's going to happen? Let me break it down. And this is something else I'm going to share you, a little secret that I'm going to give out there. Pretty much all the content creators can take this and run with it. Want me to give you a secret, fam? Let me give you brothers in these YouTube streets a great secret. The algorithm is a system that is very sophisticated and it understands the authenticity of content creators to see who's original. When the visual presentation of your platform is very, very profound, very dramatic, very inspiring and creative, the algorithm calculates what you're doing compared to millions of other content creators. And you know what the algorithm does? It starts to promote your channel because it noticed that there is no one in the space like you. That information just went right over your head. So when you see the production value on my videos, it's not just me just making a nice setup. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's not just about your audio content in terms of me speaking. It's also about your visual. Visual presentation attracts the algorithm to move your content through these YouTube streets because it's saying you need to be seen. Look at the production value. Look at the way your studio looks. Look at the way your environment looks. This is why I'm letting you know, fam, if you're a content creator, learn how to decorate the space that you're in. Learn how to decorate it. Make it look original. Get creative. Paint your room. Get some lighting. Get some RGB lights. Make it look futuristic. If you look at a lot of the gamer channels, right? A lot of these gamer channels are mega channels. They're doing very well. Very well. A lot of them have mega computer setups, very nice monitors. Everything look nice. They be on camera rocking out, doing their videos, playing games, doing what they love, and making a lot of money. You could do the same. If gaming is what you do, rock out with it. Rock out. What do you got to lose? You understand? Rock out. Thumbnails are okay, fam, but I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people have been misguided. It's not really all that important. I've been on YouTube since 2006. Thumbnails can make your channel in terms of the presentation look good. Thumbnails have its place in terms of causing people to click or not. But I'm going to be honest with you, fam. If you paid attention to what I just finished saying, you don't need no thumbnails, fam. And I'm a graphics artist. I'm a muralist. I'm an artist. I can draw you as you are. You know what I mean? If anybody of you have been following my work over the years, you know that I'm a muralist. I know how to paint. I know how to draw. I'm very good at what I do. I'm multi-talented. And it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time because I do so many things that are well that it's like you got to pick and choose what you want to do. So I can do a lot. Like right now, I'm about to embark on something to help the branding of my channel. If you notice when I do my videos, I have my branding on my monitor screens where you see my name, you see different things playing. All of that is just not a coincidence. It's all a part of branding and marketing. You understand? And all of that allows the algorithm to move my content through these YouTube streets. See, I'm doing something that other content creators are not doing. And I'm light years ahead of them. The way my setup is built, it's built in a way where if somebody was trying to copy it, they're going to be literally frustrated because the things that I'm doing is next level, right? And I learned how to do this because I've always been a carpenter by trade. Like I could build anything I want with my hands. I can build anything. And it's just a blessing that the Most High gave me these abilities. See, every one of you that are in the clouds, you all have something that you can do, right? All of you have it. You just got to learn how to use it. Don't wait for nobody else to pat you on the back. Please don't wait for everybody else to tell you how great you are. Please don't wait for everybody else to tell you, you're good at what you do. They're never going to do that, fam. They're never going to encourage you. You got to look in the bathroom mirror and say, look, I'm great. Encourage yourself. Go do what you got to do. Fam, you got to believe in yourself. You have to. Nobody, not even your family. Matter of fact, your family will turn against you faster. You folks that support me, you folks that are my patrons, you support me more than my own family, fam. Do you understand me? So don't expect your family to support you with anything. They will never support you. They will talk you out of what you do best. Why? Because they don't want to see you successful. You understand? They don't. Yeah, strangers support you better. That's true. Strangers actually support you better because the thing about it, strangers, they see you for who you are. They recognize you. They can see your character. They can feel your spirit. They understand that you're a good person. And they see that you really have a desire to help the people. You understand? Now, if more content creators in the space actually have and shared my sentiments on these particular values and how to move, the space would be excellent. But due to all of the infighting, beefs, jealousy, back and forth, it's a problem. There's a lot of jealousy in the space. And what's so sad about this is there's so much money to be made. So much money to be made. Not saying that money is everything and you're led by greed. You don't want to be led by greed as a content creator. The main goal, fam, is do what you do because you love doing it. If I can just instill value in you, you have to do what you do because you love it. Do you understand me? Do what you do because you love it. Whether you're a content creator or whatever you do in the world, do what you do because you love it. That's the first rule of success. Do what you do because you love it. Meaning, if you weren't getting paid for it, you would still do it. Do you feel where I'm coming from? In other words, nobody don't have to pay you. If nobody was paying you, would you still be doing what you're doing? You have to think like that. If you know how to cook, you know what I'm saying? Because we have a brother in the chat named Chef. He's a professional chef. You know what I'm saying? Professional. I'm not talking about, mediocre. I'm talking about professional. The brother knows how to do what he do, fam. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chef. You know what I mean? Always be encouraged, bro. You know what I mean? I already done told you about that restaurant, man. Do your thing. Stay at that. You know what I mean? You got it. You got what you need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have opportunities to do things. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Keep moving. You know what I mean? Keep moving in that direction and you're going to prosper in what you do. You just got to stay consistent. Always remember, you got it. Nobody could take the gift away. And I've already said this 1,000 times that men are actually better cooks than women. When a man is a professional chef, he knows how to throw down. I'm serious. Just like you see a lot of these Caribbean brothers, Jamaican, Trinidadian, that have restaurants. If you notice, look in the back there and see who's cooking. It's a bunch of brothers. They're the ones that's cooking. They know how to throw down in them kitchens, fam. A lot of times we think cooking is just something women do. No, actually, men are better cooks, fam. Y'all just don't know that. Y'all just don't know. All you brothers that got different business ideas, y'all got to get out there and get it started. Don't waste no time. You're getting older, fam. You're getting older. Don't allow the 9 to 5 to hold you back. I'm not saying go quit your job tomorrow. I'm not saying do that, but get your money to a certain point. Get yourself situated. Even if you partnered with someone that is on your same level in terms of knowledge, right? Do what you got to do. Take the risk. You don't got nothing to lose, fam. Take the risk. Don't be afraid. A lot of us are afraid of success because we're afraid to fail. Sometimes you got to fail in order to win. When you're riding and learning how to ride a bike for the first time, you all know there's a possibility you're going to fall. Just because you fall and crash does not mean you get up and quit. You get back on the bike and you try again. You understand? You get back up and you try again. I believe the late Aaliyah had a song, something along that way, where she was talking about, I guess if a guy was trying to push up on a woman and it didn't go his way, to pretty much try again. But in a way, if you do that, that's sort of like simping in a way. So although it's you should try again, but if a woman is not feeling you and you continually trying again to hit on her, then I think that's sort of like simping, bro. Because she's not interested in you. But when it comes to doing the work that you do, don't give up. You all have what it takes to be successful tomorrow. Tomorrow. You can get up tomorrow morning, write down the vision, make it plain. Look at what you do best and figure it out. It's going to be work. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be work because you got to put in the time to actually do what you do. Working for yourself, running your own business, whatever it is that you do, it takes work. You got to work because nobody's going to give you no handouts. It's all on you. But if you're the type of person that have good work ethic on your 9 to 5, right, then you're going to be successful at whatever you do. You know? Yeah, that's the quote from the song, "First you don't succeed, brush yourself off and try again." Yeah, brush yourself. But what she said can be useful in business, but not if you're trying to holler at a sister now. If I shoot my shot with a sister and she ain't giving me no feedback and I realize, okay, she not feeling me, I'm not trying again. Because at that point, I'm making myself look bad. You know what I'm saying? But let me continue listening to the video. I don't know if it's spin back around, but I'm going to see what she have to say. Let's go.
Go back to the original question. Should you keep doing what you love if it hasn't paid off?
Yes!
What are you going to use your existence for? I'm just going to take the safe route. I'm going to go to college, get a degree in something that's definite, that I can guarantee get a job. I'm going to start working that job. I'm going to get good benefits. I'm going to save for my retirement, and I'm going to be set. Life is just going to be perfect.
You see, that right there, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about it. Because a lot of us, we will, I guess, give up on our dreams. And we'll say to ourselves, I'm going to go get me a job. I'm going to go back to college, get a degree, and hopefully I'll have some success and, work on my retirement. Let me tell you something, fam. That's slave mentality. No disrespect to anybody that went that route. But I'm going to tell you, fam. If you're a brother and you are in your mid-20s, you should have already start working on your career in terms of building what you want to do, not necessarily working at a 9 to 5. I'm serious. I'm 44, and I've been doing music production since I was 5 years old. You understand? I've been doing YouTube for about, 16 years. You see that? 16 years. And I'm now finding my way. I'm now figuring out everything that I'm doing. Some people, they have overnight success. Some people, it take years. You understand? I'm not 100% where I want to be when it comes to YouTube, but I'm still here. Still growing, still trying, still pursuing and being consistent. So to the sister, be consistent with what you're doing. Be consistent. Begin to look at what you need to do to grow. Because normally when I make videos like this and I put back the channel link to the content creator, shout their name out, things start to happen. People start to go to your channel, show you some love, and before you know it, the algorithm takes up your name. They start recommending your channel to everybody. Like I said, the other brother, that his channel is doing good. You know what I mean? He's able to monetize. Shout out to, what's this other brother name? Mr. Real Estate. Shout out to that brother. You know what I'm saying? He just was, I think he's now able to monetize his channel. He had a video where he, I guess, was celebrating that he's able to monetize. Shout out to that brother. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if he changed his username. I think he changed it. But that's a blessing. You know what I mean? You got to be happy for people. A lot of people in the space, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, where I'm cut from a different cloth, where I'm excited when people are able to prosper and move up. You know, I've always been taught that. I've always been taught to appreciate people that are moving up. You know, I wasn't taught to hate, look down on, try to, be angry because people are being successful. No. You know, if you're a smaller content creator and you're able to monetize, that's a blessing. You're on your way. You're on your way. And don't let nobody try to shame you because you're a content creator by making you feel like, oh, you know, you don't got a real job, you don't got this and you don't got that. No, you're doing very well. YouTube is a business and you need to monetize what you do. It don't make no sense that you're on here all day and it's like you're not earning nothing, you're not making no money. You know, you got to really stay focused with what you're doing. And you're going to be successful at it. You know, again, in these YouTube spaces, everybody is here. Let me break this thing down. Let me turn off the music for a second. Let me talk about this because I need people to listen, right? Everybody on YouTube that is a content creator is here to make money. Just like when you go to your job, you're there to make money. The problem that I see within the space is that a lot of content creators want the money, but they don't want to put in the work. That's the problem that I see. It's not jealousy. It's not, oh, you just envy them because they're able to do this. No, it has nothing to do with that. Their business practice of just focusing on getting the money, eventually it's going to run and hit a wall because I've seen it happen many times with other people because I've been here since 2006. It comes a time when the money train stops. You understand? You got to have the passion to do what you do because you love it. And then the people will support you. It comes to the point where you don't have to tell someone to donate or contribute to your show. They just know based on the value that you present, they know to support your show because they see that you're genuine. You understand? It really annoys me when I look at content creators and they keep saying hit the Cash App. I get annoyed by that. I really do. Because it's like walking in the street and you just see a guy that's homeless and he sit there and he keep asking you for money. He just keep asking you for money. And I'm not saying to treat the homeless like any less because I feel for them as well. At the same time, I know homeless men that actually work as well. They're homeless, but they work. You understand? I know a homeless guy that not only do he change bottles, but he also go and he find scraps like metals and different materials and he take them to the scrap yard and he get money for that. He's homeless, but he's working. You know what I mean? He's trying to do something. So even if you're homeless, that's not an excuse to just sit there saying, give me some money, give me some money. No. How about you go out there and start trying to do something to make some money? Yeah, you're homeless, you're down and out, I get it. At the same time, you're still a man. You still have breath to breathe. You got hands. Go out there and try to get some sort of bread. Do something that's honest to make some sort of money, fam. Even if it's enough to buy a coffee and a donut. Do something so people can see that you're working. You know? But it's very annoying seeing people beg all day. That's not business. Begging all day is like panhandling. Because what happens is it's no longer about the content. It's no longer about making content that the people can really gain something from. Look at all the information that I poured out, fam. Do you know how much it would cost to go to somebody just to get that information? Do you know there are books that are in stores that cost a lot of money providing you information? I just gave you a truckload of information. You should be inspired. You should be encouraged already. You should be ready to go rock and roll in this world and do what you got to do. You know, it's very important. Another thing that I would offer, because I actually went over my time, I was supposed to be here for 1 hour, is for content creators, a good business practice is to be online during a live show for about 1 hour. That's good business practice. About 1 hour for a live show. 30 minutes is also cool. The algorithm actually likes 30 minutes, but an hour show is normally good for a live show. That can really help move your content through these streets, because normally content creators be on like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. That's a day at work. That don't even make no sense. It don't make no sense to be online during a live show for 6 hours and you didn't even get paid. It makes no sense. But going back to the begging, going back to the hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App, that's crazy. You know, it's like, it's comedy at this point. Produce quality content, people will support you. It's that simple. You don't have to tell people over and over or remind them to do this and remind them to do that. Just produce the content. The people that believe in what you do, they will support you without you telling them a word. That's called organic support. And that's the best kind of support, when someone can support you from the heart without you telling them. Right? And to all the people that actually support the show, right? And I didn't have to tell you anything, but you decided to support, you're blessed. You're blessed because not only did you choose to support, but you considered where you're planting your money. You're planting that in good ground. You're planting that into a platform that actually follows the Most High. So he's not going to forget the fact that you supported my platform. Trust and believe. You're blessed. You're blessed because you did something from your heart. And that is the best form of contribution, is when you do something from your heart. Nobody had to coerce you to do it. You understand? I didn't have to sell no snake oil to do anything. I didn't have to buck dance for you. But you do what you do because you wanted to. That's the best form of support. Let's see what else she has to say.
That's not really the route you want to take. If you want to be a little bit of a risk taker, if you want to go by the beat of your own drum, do that. Don't just follow some imaginary man-made structure of how you should do things.
In other words, what she's saying is, don't just go by what the system and society taught us in terms of going and get a job, going to school, going doing this, and you just stay in a box. You got to go out there and learn how to fly. It's very, very important. You understand?
By the way, I'm not saying fuck retirement, fuck planning for your future. I'm actually in the process of trying to figure all that shit out now. Because unfortunately, when you're self-employed, you're on your own. I feel like the only way you'll be okay with doing what you love, even if you're not making a living off of it, is if you're doing it for the right reasons.
You got to do what you do for the right reasons. Being self-employed is work, but I don't want you to feel discouraged as if though you need to go back to a 9-to-5 because you got security. There is really no such thing as job security. Most of you learned that during the pandemic. There is no such thing as job security. You all learned that during the pandemic. You understand? Being self-employed is work, but it's fun. It's a beautiful thing when you can get up in the morning and you can just go do what you want to do. You don't need nobody else to tell you what to do. You just know what you need to do. That's a blessing. Time is more valuable than money, fam. Time is more valuable than money. Having the time to do what you need to do is more valuable than the money. Because having that time allows you to put in the work. That is what we need, is time. Time to do what we need to do. You know what I mean? Let me shout out a couple of people. Shout out Tyler for the 5 on the Cash App. Shout out to Obaya B for the Cash App, 5 on the Cash App. Shout out to Rebel, the Almighty, for the 2 on the Cash App. Shout out to Paul for the 3 on the Cash App. And shout out to Anthony for the 5 on the Cash App. Appreciate your support. Let's hear what she got to say. Let's go.
If you're doing it to inspire people, if you're doing it to encourage people.
See, if you're doing it to inspire people, if you're doing it to encourage people, let's go.
Not just to feed your ego.
Not just to feed your ego. Do you see that, fam? A lot of people do things to feed their ego. They're not doing it for the people. Big difference. You see that? Let's go.
To just make you feel more superior. Oh, I'm the highest on the human food chain.
That is how a lot of content creators be that are extremely successful. They feel like they're on the top. So what they do is they look down on everybody else as, oh, you're all beneath me. But they're really not offering you any substance. You know, they're not. And this is why the so-called Black manosphere has failed, because a lot of them depended on Kevin Samuels to save them. A lot of them depended on the fact that Kevin Samuels became successful. They thought that Kevin was going to take them under their wing and help them all to grow. They learned the hard way that he's not going to do that. He never had plans to take anybody with him. Now, will his success last? That's up to the Most High. But true success is when you have peace in your heart. Having a bunch of money does not equal success. True success is when you pass on to the next life, that the Most High says, well done, my good and faithful servant. If you don't hear those words, you never succeeded in life.
So long story short, should I keep doing what I love, even if it hasn't paid off? The answer is fuck yes. Because
Yeah, you should continue doing what you love to do, even if it didn't pay off yet. Always continue doing what you love, because the sister, she's into music. Like I said, she's into music. That's a bag right there, right? But here's the thing, fam. And again, if the sister's viewing, right? What I would say, my first advice to you is with music is you have to be with the right people. You must understand what I'm saying. You got to be with the right people. A lot of people are snakes. A lot of people are scammers. A lot of people will try to use you to get ahead. You got to connect yourself with the right people, and you also got to disconnect from all the wrong people. Because you're a woman. So you're going to have a lot of people that's going to try to cling to you because you're a woman. They'll say, oh, you could be the next Aaliyah. You could be the next this. You could do better than this woman. I could put you on, sister. Just follow me. And when you follow them, you learn that the guy or the woman or whoever is trying to lead you is actually the devil. So what they end up doing is they end up putting you in a so-called recording contract. And now you're trapped. Now you can't go out there and release no music because you signed a contract with the devil. You thought that they were going to actually help you, but they literally locked you into a contract, and now they control your entire music career. I'm giving you some game because, like I said, I already been there and done that. I had my opportunities in the industry. I had deals presented to me, contracts, different things, and I didn't fall through with it because I was smart. I knew what was going down. I recognized the writing on the wall. I knew some people wanted to take advantage of me, use me for my talents, use me for my gifts. And this is what the industry does. It'll lock you down. It'll lock you down. And before you know it, you can't focus. So if you're a sister that's into music, whatever the case is, be self-sufficient. I'm not talking about being independent. I don't need a man. I don't need this. I'm not talking about that. But be self-sufficient in terms of finding a space within your home, your house, apartment, whatever the case is. Set up some bass traps on your wall. If you don't know how to build them, I will have a video pretty soon. I'm going to teach content creators how to pretty much set up their studio. So look out for that. Because I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm not here to just do everything by myself. I believe that everybody that has a platform needs to grow and improve on what they're doing. You all know that I shouted out a lot of content creators like Minister Jap. You know what I'm saying? He have a style that is very unique. Like I said, one of the rarest brothers in space that actually have a style that he can take that style and that method to great levels, production wise. There's a lot more. Listen, I have ideas. Right? I know things, but a lot of content creators have platforms that they can improve if they focus on the production value and different things that they present. They can have a tremendous impact in these YouTube streets. but it's all about taking the time to learn from others, sitting back and counting the cost of what you got to do, and not just focusing on the content alone, but become an expert at what you do. So I'm going to teach content creators how to set up their studio in terms of the acoustics of your room. It affects your microphone. It affects everything. You would think someone like Kevin Samuels would have a mega studio already, but he don't. You know what I'm saying? And I see all the failure with his production. It's a lot of it's just not professional. You think it looks professional from your standpoint as a viewer because it's in a room, you got a couch, whatever the case is, a desk. But for someone that is at that level in terms of 1 million subscribers, making a lot of money, there is no excuse for not having a multifaceted multimedia studio. There's no excuses. You understand? It has to be taken to the next level. There is no reason that a content creator that just walked in to the game with only 5 subscribers have a great looking studio and someone that's making a lot of money don't. That just goes to show that having a lot of money don't necessarily equal success. So that being said, if you're a content creator, don't think because you got people like a Kevin Samuels that are in these streets. And the reason why I'm using him is not because he's successful in YouTube, because I don't agree with him as a person. I don't agree with his content. I don't support him at all and never will, because I know what he's about, right? I'm using him as a reference of, don't think because when you look at someone like him that you think he's on top of a hill somewhere. Kevin Samuels watched my platform and he continuously copy every single thing that I do, fam. I mean, it's funny at this point. You see him trying to do camera angles, trying to do this, trying to set up that. It's funny. But this is what happens when you're great. When you're great, you're going to have people that's going to try to copy and mimic. There's nothing wrong with that to the extent. The problem is a lot of brothers just don't give me credit. They don't give me no credit. You know? They do little things and they don't say, yo, shout out to Ringo, such and such and such. He inspired me to get my studio game up. He inspired me to do this. They don't do that. They never do that. Right? So I'm going to be showing brothers and sisters how to set up their little production spot, how to take their content to the next level in terms of production so that your videos look better. Your presentation is very important. It's very, very important, fam, to take these things serious. If you're a sister, you know, you can do content in your kitchen, content in your bathroom. There's so many things that you can do if you just be inspired. And again, I went over my time. I was supposed to be off in 1 hour, but you know, this is the type of video that we're just having a little talk to kind of get people in the game so they could get on point. Don't become full of jealousy. Learn how to congratulate others, learn how to shout out others, learn how to show appreciation, give people their flowers. It goes a long way, fam. It really do. You know? So I'm going to do that in another video.
Guys, what else are you going to use your fucking little existence for? Should you keep doing what you love, even if it hasn't paid off? The short answer is yes, because what the fuck else you gonna do?
That's all I'm going to say for today, fam, because the video just pretty much winded back around. But I hope everybody enjoyed the show. You know, this was a good one. We've been on now for 1 hour and 34 minutes. We're going to be back on in the morning. I'm going to do a live show in the morning. And I'm going to do one in the noon. And I'm going to do one at night. So look out for that. That being said, I hope everybody gained something from the content and that you're learning to improve what you do. Learn to improve your game. Stay on task and be encouraged. You're not alone in this fight. You just got to be encouraged in these streets. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Always remember that you were born to do what you do. Find your niche, find what you love, and stay with it. Don't ever give up. Don't let no one talk you out of it. Don't let no one do anything to pretty much discourage you from what you do. You understand? It's very, very important, because a lot of people will try to hold back your growth with their own mindset, their own lifestyle. I don't follow other people's ways. I follow my way. And that is what makes me unique from other content creators. You understand? Let me see. When it comes to cameras, you just need an XLR camera, you know? But see, here's the thing. This is why normally I don't recommend cameras, because a lot of people, they feel that if they get a camera like what I use, that they're gonna have success. No, you're not. Because you gotta know how to use a camera. An XLR camera, number one, is for photography. When you're doing photography, you have to understand focal length, you have to understand white balance, you have to understand how to use the equipment. And unfortunately, a lot of people just want to buy stuff and they don't know how to use it. You got different kinds of lens that give you the bokeh effect. The bokeh effect is that blurry background. But in order to get that blurry background, you need a larger space. You need depth of field. You need to have some space between the camera, you, and the background. All of these things you have to learn to understand. If not, you're not going to know how to use the equipment. So me just telling somebody, yo, go buy this camera, if you were to buy it and turn it on, you'll be unhappy because the color's not going to look good. Now you're going to need to learn how to use the color correction, white balance. How do you set your lighting? Lighting is one of the most important things to do when doing video. It's not even about the camera. You can have an iPhone and get great quality. You understand? You can have an iPhone and have great quality and do production. So as long as you have an SLR camera that's 4K, right, you're going to be good to go. You got to buy different types of lens, you know, a prime lens, preferably, not these zoom lens. Zoom lens is trash. A lot of people may get them. If that's all you can afford, then get that. But you would want to get a prime lens, a wide angle lens, something that's more like around 35 millimeter, 50 millimeter. There's different types of lens. It all depends on the space that you're in. That's why there's no really one size fit all. I got several kinds of lens that I use for my cameras that gives me different views. And I'm going to buy 2 more cameras. And eventually my entire studio is going to be all XLR. Right now in the studio, I have a total of 7 cameras. 7 cameras that pretty much do what it needs to do. I got 4 GoPro cameras. Those are the best that I have. Like, for example, let me see. Somebody put in the chat, they said, been thinking about the GoPro Hero 8 4K. I had the opportunity to buy the Hero 8, Hero 9, or Hero 10. The GoPros that I use is the Hero 7. I think the GoPro Hero 7 is the best GoPro there is right now. The reason why is it all goes back to tech. You got to understand how to use the technology that is best for you and the production of your studio. With the GoPro Hero 7, you're able to set them up. You're able to power the GoPro Hero 7 via a USB-C cable, either connected to a battery or connected to a surge protector. You know, they got surge protectors that, where you can plug in different plugs and whatnot. And it has a USB, input on it where you can plug in to get 5 volts, either 5 volts or 12 volts. You can power those little cameras with and I'm talking about the GoPro Hero 7. The reason why the Hero 7 Black edition to me, all right, let me put it like this. When you watch my videos, right? All of the cameras that show you the side of the studio, I'm talking about the B-roll footage that I have in my videos. The B-roll, just B-roll footage, right? Where you see the studio, you see the angles of the studio. Those 4 cameras is a GoPro Hero 7. Could you believe that? Yeah. Those 4 cameras is a GoPro Hero 7. But here's another thing. I have those cameras programmed and set to have great color, proper white balance, proper everything, because I know how to use them. So it gives me excellent video quality. I didn't have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. You see that? So the reason why I chose the GoPro Hero 7 Black, even though they don't make that camera no more, if you can find it, good luck, because they don't make it no more, right? The Hero 8, Hero 9, and Hero 10, yeah, it has better quality, but to use them the way I do is going to be pretty difficult to use because it's not the same camera. With the Hero 7, it's pretty much plug and play. You just set them up, leave them, and then when you're ready to go live, you just turn them on, and they're already set. I don't got to reprogram the camera. If you get a Hero 10, you got to download software to install on your computer in order to rock out with it with OBS. That's time consuming. It doesn't give you the same effect. Most of those cameras, the newer versions, you can't have them powered by USB-C cables and batteries. It's just not good. That's why I never upgraded to the Hero 10, 9, or 8. I stuck with the GoPro Hero 7. But now my 3 cameras that's right in front of me, those are Sony XLR cameras. You understand? And eventually I'm going to get me another one, or I'm going to get 4 more. But my goal is to not just upgrade all the cameras. You got to understand what kind of image are you trying to get, because SLR cameras will give you depth of field, the bokeh effect. It's all about what you want. If you want to see the entire frame, you don't want a lens that's going to blur the image. So you got to know what kind of cameras and lens to use and how to program the camera in manual mode so that you get the best visual image. So for me, the Hero 7 Black is very affordable. I think they were about $299 when I bought them. And I got 4 of them in the studio. And then again, my entire studio is animated. So every camera is moving. Every camera is on a automatic motorized dolly type slider. So that right there, production value just goes through the roof. Nobody on YouTube is doing that. Nobody. You understand? I don't do no editing, even though I'm a professional editor. The only thing I edit is my music videos. I do not edit. I don't edit anything. All my videos are pretty much done live. When I do my videos, I'm doing them live. When I do my live shows, they're live. I control everything via Stream Deck. I have everything programmed. Everything is set. Every button does a function that I wanted to do. I switch through all my cameras live. If I make a pre-recorded video, I didn't edit anything. I didn't do anything in terms of editing. It's a waste of time. What am I editing for? We're in 2022. Do everything live. Record it live. Just like a live band. When you go to a concert and they're doing the show live, it's a great experience because it's done live. People that edit waste time, fam. They waste a lot of time. I could crank out 10 videos every day if I want. Every single day. Because when you edit and edit and edit, you take away the natural feel of the video. Now, the only thing that's worth editing is a show in terms of, let's say you're doing skits, let's say you're doing comedy, let's say you're doing a reality show. Yeah, that you edit. That you would edit. And again, I'm a professional editor. I use Final Cut Pro. You understand? I understand how to use all the software, all of the editing things. I know how to do it. Music production, I use Logic Pro. I'm a full Native Instruments guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But my content, I do my content live because it's organic. It's the best way to go. That way, when everybody look at it, it's like, man, I feel like this guy is right in the room speaking because I did it live. So the energy is there. A lot of people cannot record live because they're afraid of making mistakes. And being that I've done this so long, it's natural. So I really don't make any mistakes like that when I'm live, even though earlier when I started this stream, I had a couple of errors that I pretty much made because I had some technical difficulties. But nonetheless, I don't edit none of these videos. Everything's done live and recorded live. So Omnisphere is dope. Definitely. That's supposed to be in everybody's tool bag as a music producer. You already done know that, fam. Come on now. Yeah, of course, man. Logic Pro. Anything Native Instruments is dope. I have every expansion pack from Native Instruments. Everything that they have, I have pretty much every sample library in the world. Yeah. It's some, I don't use Reason. I don't use Reasons or Fruity Loops, even though any of those software, those apps you can use for production. There's a content creator on YouTube, very talented brother. I think he got Down syndrome. If you're a music producer, you're supposed to know him. I believe his name is Ronald Jinkies. Ronald Jinkies. Very talented music producer. He used Fruity Loops. And he make all his beats. And he has Down syndrome. And he's extremely talented. Right? So it's not really so much about the DAW that you use. It's about your talent. That's all it's about. Talent. You could use Fruity Loops. You could use Reason. It doesn't matter what you use to do music. Are you talented? Because if you're talented, you'll be able to rock out. You know what I mean? You'll be able to rock out. And like I said, this dude named Ronald Jinkies, man, I don't know if he still do content. I don't know how his health is. I don't know what he's doing. But let me see. Let me pull up his channel. Let me see what this brother is doing, man. Let me see what's going on. Because, see, as a content creator, it's very good to be subscribed to key players in the game so that you can kind of see what's going on. Ronald is an inspiration to the music community because a lot of times people that you see that have Down syndrome, you know, people look down on them as if though they can't be productive in society. At the same time, this brother's a genius. This brother is a genius, man. Very, very talented. Let me see. He have over 401,000 subscribers. 401,000 subscribers. I'm trying to drop the link so you could kind of see what this guy do to get an idea of what's going on. That's his link right there. Yeah, he's super talented with music. And I don't know what DAW he uses now, but I know his success on YouTube came from using, I believe it's Reason or Fruity Loops. And let me check to see his latest uploads, see if he's still rocking out. I don't know how he's doing. His last upload was 2 years ago. So again, things happen in life. I don't know if this man is with us still. Hopefully he is. Most High forbid anything happened to him because he was a genius. You know what I mean? I don't know. But if you check out his music, you'll see how talented that brother is, man. So there's no excuse, man. There is no excuse. I don't want to hear no excuses from anybody that do music like, yo, man, I don't got this, I don't got that. Go watch that brother's music videos. Go check him out in his studio rocking out on camera. You know what I mean? Brother's a one-man band genius. You know what I mean? And I said it. See that? So, to all the young music producers, old head music producers, whatever the case is, rock out, man. In these YouTube streets, you got a lot of content creators that are music producers. You got to learn how to, we're not talking about just collab with them, but just rock out. You know what I mean? Watch their platforms, watch their channels, learn some skills, learn how to do recordings, learn how to, just do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Just listen to people, get an idea of how the people moving in the game. Because remember, the music industry is totally different now. You don't need a record label, fam. You don't need a record label at all. You don't. I don't know if you know that. But in today's day, you do not need a record label no more. You don't. Listen, to anybody that do music in the chat, in the clouds, you don't need a record label to be successful. You don't. You don't need them. They need you. I highly recommend every one of you music cats to roll solo, rock out. You know what I mean? Just rock out, fam. Start up your channels if you do music. We're going to talk all about that on my Ringo for Life channel because like I said, I'm opening up that channel. It's going to be fully music. Because my Key to the Sound channel, if you don't know, I have a channel called Key to the Sound. I don't have access to the channel because something with the password. I got the password, but it's something with the email, some drama with that, man. I just don't know what it is. So I don't have access to the channel. So I'm unable to use my main music platform. But it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I'm still here. So I'll just start up another whole channel. It is what it is. So I'm going to use my Ringo for Life platform. I'm going to open back up my original Stompin' Grounds channel. And I'm going to use that primarily for music. And I'm going to be extremely successful doing it because the things that I do musically, people haven't even really heard, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of you see my music videos, you hear my songs, you hear all these different things, but you haven't really heard the half of what I do. You haven't. You know what I mean? It's sort of like saving the best for last. And with the time that I have, I'm able to rock out and do what I need to do fully. So the sky's the limits. So if you're a producer, content creator, whatever the case is, man, you do music, just rock out. Do your music. You know what I mean? You don't have to be perfect, fam. It's not about having the best mix. It's not about knowing everything. It's about getting on camera, right? Set up your equipment, your keyboard, your DJ gear, whatever it is you got, and just rock out. Make beats, make them things live right on the camera. Let people see what you're doing. Get your name out there. Just rock out. That's how you got to do it in these streets, fam. The more you do that, the more people going to know. You're going to have that viral moment. You're going to make one beat. It's going to be something you're going to do, and it's going to explode in these YouTube streets. You just got to rock out. See, this is an all-around video to encourage you to move in your craft. Don't waste no time worrying about being perfect. This is not about being perfect. Some of you ladies, you scared to get on camera. Just get on camera and stop playing games, fam. Stop worrying about how you look. A lot of you brothers, you're shy, or you don't know how to be a professional orator. You don't know how to speak well. Don't worry about that. Just get on camera, rock out. That's all you got to do. Don't try to be perfect. Just be you. People going to love and appreciate you for who you are. Don't be fake. You know what I mean? Don't be fake. Don't come on camera trying to cap. Just be yourself and rock out. It's the best thing you can do, fam. So that being said, I believe we said a lot. Everybody most likely been blessed. It is what it is, man. We're going to catch y'all later on in the morning time because based on my analytics, it says that the majority of my viewers, they pretty much are online at a certain time. So I'm gonna try to do my shows in the afternoon. I believe in the afternoon because from the afternoon time all the way to about, I would say 11 p.m., somewhere around there, it says that most of my viewers are pretty much online. So, and that's another thing, fam. If you do content on YouTube, you're a content creator, you got to really understand the analytics, man. You got to really rock out with your analytics. Your analytics don't lie. It literally guides you. It tells you what to do. Like, it shows you when to come online. It tells you that, yo, the majority of your subscribers are online at this time. That's when you come online and rock out. You know what I mean? That's the best time to go live. That's the best time to do this. And the more you do that, you'll have more viewers, you'll have more listeners. And before you know it, your audience is like, they just always around when you go live, you know? So that's it, fam. I believe this was a good one. I appreciate everybody coming through to the show. You know what I mean? I like having these type of discussions, these type of videos. They're very helpful to people. And it's a blessing to impart information into the people. Shout out to Sean for the Cash App, the 5 on the Cash App. Appreciate your support. And when you support the show, I appreciate if you use Cash App, because YouTube take 30% of what you donate. So it is highly recommended to use Cash App. But now, if you want your comment to stand out in the crowd, you can use the Super Chat. Just know that I don't read those comments all the time because it takes away from the value of the show in terms of me speaking to the people, because I have to stop to read the comments. But normally, if I don't thank you for your support, maybe one of the mods would thank you for the support that you give. And please understand that I am very appreciative of what you support in terms of contributing to the shows. It's just that when you're doing these live streams, you're focused on the content and speaking and everything. And it's a lot of work. It's not a joke, man. Like I said, when I go live, watch how much things is happening at one time. Please understand that everything that you see when I do live shows, when I'm on camera, right? It's all done live. Ain't nobody there pressing the buttons for me. I'm doing it. I'm the one changing the camera angles. I'm the one doing all of this stuff. But it's a lot of work to set up. It's a lot of work, fam. And I tell you, I'm still trying to figure out an easy way to just click a switch and everything turns on. It's a lot of stuff, man. Imagine going to each one of your cameras to turn the power on. And then you got to set up all of the programming. You got to turn on all the lights, right? You got to, make sure the monitors and the software is running. You got to set up all your computer monitors. It's a lot of stuff that you got to do, fam. So again, the more you do this, the more you become good at it. My hope is that you got something from the content. You're able to take the advice, become encouraged, go out there and win, and do what you got to do. So we're going to sign off. All right? Feeling like a failure. I hope you don't feel like a failure no more, because this is just that truth, fam. It's Blackmail Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth. 100% raw and uncut. Providing quality content on YouTube from 2006 till now. The best in the game, putting in this work. Be encouraged, fam. Don't ever stop what you're doing. That's great. Don't let nothing hold you back. Don't let finances hold you back. Don't let family hold you back. Don't let a job hold you back. Always move forward. Never give up. Even when you're tired, even when you're sleepy, even when you're hungry, keep moving forward. Don't quit. Don't stop. Never stop. Always continue. Be persistent. I know you're tired. I know you're sleepy, but keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. You're almost there. Don't ever give up on what you do best. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Don't throw away what you love. Get back into that thing that you used to do. Whether it's working on your motorcycle, whether it's, playing with the turntables and playing music, drawing, cooking, designing, building, traveling, doing nature photography. Whatever you do, fam, continue doing it. Don't ever stop. That's what you do. That's what you love. The Most High put it in your heart. That's what you do best. Don't ever quit. Don't quit on your future. Your future is waiting for you. Your future is rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Don't stop. We need you. The future generations need you. There are people in the future that is waiting for you. You are the one that have that answer. You are the one that got the cure. There is somebody out there going through hell and hot waters, and they need you. They need you to become successful. Don't stop. Don't give up. This is Black Male Advice TV, and we are out, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%